Looking at typical features of what a male would look like in a typical romantic and coming of age film, we found out that they normally look quite slim and good looking, and they will have to be tall as well. And so characters like Zach from High School Musical, which has a similar genre to ours, we wanted to kind of create the same type of character in order to engage the audience in the same way that it did for High School Musical. Also, because they have a similar target audience to us, and we thought the response to High School Musical was obviously very successful, and teenage girls enjoyed that kind of stuff. So picking out a typical boy character was very important for us, because we wanted to be someone who our target audience would like. In terms of mise-en-scène, we had to dress up a whole room in terms of what a boy would have in there. Stereotypical things such as like socks on the floor, trainers, a lot of music, DVDs everywhere, and watching things like coming of age and romantic films, we found that the majority of the rooms of boys and girls were completely over the top of what they would have, such as in Legally Blonde, they had a lot of pink in there to just show that this is a girl's room, and this was also very important in our opening sequence, because we wanted to contrast the girls' like bright, cheery colours from the boys' kind of more darker, to symbolise that they are the different characters, especially in the intercutting when some of the audience might not know who we are showing. So through mise-en-scène, we actually really showed that kind of stereotypical boy and girl. Typical characteristics and behaviour of what a guy might do is have a lot of confidence, and we wanted to portray that in our opening sequence, such as watching movies like Love Actually, which did have a lot of romance in there. He actually went over to her house and actually told her how much he loves her. And this is exactly what we wanted to portray. We wanted to make it quite cheesy, because this was part of what our genre had, and typical characteristics of it. So when the girl came and walked through the door, we wanted to kind of create that really immediate action of the boy kind of getting up and going over to her and saying hi, and that kind of really is important, because we wanted to engage the audience and think, well, what's going to happen next? Are they going to form a relationship? It's kind of that building tension and keeping them interested, which is very important in an opening sequence. In the girls' part, when we intercut to her, we wanted to create the mise-en-scène as being very stereotypical, just like in Legally Blonde, which is a lot of use of pink, and in our opening sequence we use a lot of purple, which is again a very feminine colour. Throughout the reference of these colours, this was a way of establishing our genre. We further established our genre when we showed different types of clips of the girl getting ready, such as putting her makeup on, putting her shoes on, getting her dress out, and these are things which a normal teenage girl would do, so they can obviously relate to the girl, and it again reinforces our genre because of all the girly and stereotypical things that she would do. Typical events that happen in our opening sequence is the intercutting between the boy and the girl. So we see them coming towards the party, so we know that they're going to be linked together because they're constantly shown to the audience. And so when she comes into the party, he immediately likes her, and we are shown this through the reaction. So this is a key event that we wanted to portray because of the slow way we use the camera work. And when he goes over to her, we wanted to kind of end it the way where they meet. So these two important characters meet, and we wanted to really kind of create tension and mystery whether they would actually fall in love or create a relationship. The party scene was also very important for our setting in that opening sequence, because we really wanted to create just a fun, lively, enthusiastic atmosphere, which is very important for our genre, in just kind of not creating any type of tension like in a horror movie, but just kind of making, as an opening, making them feel good about what's to come.